All right, time for my mental health check. It's been about a week or so since I recorded, so I have a bunch of updates. But first and foremost, it's been a wild week, but also month and start to the year. Work-wise, it's been insane. I'm really struggling to keep up with the workload because it's not like the task itself is complicated. It's like aligning many people and teams and timelines, and just like it feels like almost like you're orchestrating something and there's so many unknowns and things that are outside of your control, and you're kind of relying on your own communication skills but also the skills of others and finding out what works best for each group of individuals, which has been very, very tough. In addition to that, I have a few work trips coming up. Well, I have a work trip coming up, but also a personal trip coming up. And I'm looking forward to that, but also I kind of hate traveling. And so I'm trying to stay positive. I just hate the process of traveling and just like traveling itself. When I'm back, it's like I have no regrets, but just getting myself to pack and move and get over like all of the paranoia and fears. I don't know why my mind always goes like to the worst thing that could possibly happen, like getting robbed or attacked or harassed or like stopped at customs or something. Like I always have that worst case scenario in my mind and I absolutely hate it. So yeah, there's all of that. And in addition, I am kind of proud of myself because I've been working on my tatris, which is a cross stitch embroidery, and I've been in a bit of a slump, but I feel like I found my groove and I'm working on this piece that I'm calling quadrants, which is like a bunch of square shaped motifs next to each other, and each one is different and distinct, but they kind of use the same color palette. And what I'm enjoying about the process is I went for this really big canvas that has a large number of like a larger gap between the holes, if that makes sense. So the pieces look large and it feels so satisfying to see them get completed. But I also feel like at the end, the visual effect is going to be really cool. So I'm excited about that, and I'm happy that I'm in my groove. I kind of work on one motif a day, sometimes half, and then I'll do the other half the next day. But so far I've done 18, and I think my goal is to get to 48, so it's still a long way to go, but I'm happy about that. And or 40 or 36 or something like that. It's a multiple of 6. Anyway, I'm in the process of getting out of my reading slump. So I've been reading a John Grisham book, A Time for Mercy. Excited about this because I'm already 13 chapters in. There's like 55 chapters, but I like that it's fast moving. It's a thriller. The style is like, sometimes I feel like the author lingers a lot on like setting the scene. And I personally like I enjoy the dialogue more and just like the fast-paced nature of a book. So I don't like when he sets the scene too much. Like he'll drag on, and I feel like there's a lot of distracting points that I'm just like, why do I need to know like what the table next to the main character ordered in the diner? Like why? It adds nothing to the story. But nonetheless, it's still a good book. I'm still like, I would say like maybe I'm a quarter done. Is 13 out of 55 a quarter? I'm about here. But yeah, I think why I'm drawn to this is because I've been in a reading slump. I haven't read anything since my birthday last year. So to set the scene, it is now it is now April 2024, and I haven't read anything since my birthday back in February 2023. So it's been over a year that I've been in this slump. And I saw somewhere or read somewhere that if you're in a reading slump, change up the genre. And I think that's what's helping. Is I had been reading a lot of romance books or like rom-coms, and I think that I just got bored of the format. And so I'm changing it up with this thriller, and all of a sudden I feel like I'm gaining much more ground, whereas I had been stuck before and I felt so bad because I wasn't getting into the book that I chose. And I kind of let that take over and control me and just like put that as like a condition. I won't read anything else till I get through this book type of thing. And I think that was the wrong call. So I'm happy to report that this change in genre has been helping me get out of my reading slump. So I am proud of that. And then I think that's pretty much it. There's obviously a lot going on, but I guess I'll save that for another day. Yeah. For now, I'm just focused on making it through the next few trips and hopefully continuing with my productivity streak and creativity streak. So let's hope for the best.